Championship 2025. This is our second series of the day for the MlBB Women category. Indonesia versus Cambodia.
This is going to be our upper bracket semi-finals. The winner of this best of 3 series will get a ticket directly to the upper bracket finals, one step away from qualifying to the final stage of the playoffs and guaranteeing a top 2 position. So that's going to be a very coveted place for them right now. If we look at both sides, I don't think there's anything too strange when it comes down to the emblem setup, though I am kind of curious about the lethal ignition on Lunox.
Interesting. And we're seeing right now as they are trying to actually have a good rotation-wise, trying to make sure that it doesn't actually go further beyond their own area. This is where the crucial points have how Cambodia needs to control the movement of Indonesia.
So far, so good in terms of early game pressure. I think both teams have the option of going for it, depending on how they want to play around. I don't think we're going to see major trades in the mid lane, now that there's no Kimmy in the game. So we shouldn't see anything notable happen until the first turtle.
Yeah, and the fact that they're just waiting off, at least by the time they move in for the level 4, that's when you see that at least a little bit of scrimmage, a little bit of pokiness coming in from both sides of the team. So far, we are seeing Shell just a little bit closer to MlBB there.
Phantom execution, nice flicker from MlBB, gets away from Vival just in time.
Just in time before she taken out, and that's the ultimate decision-making that is being needed from the side of MlBB, and they know for a fact they can actually punish just a little bit more.
And they're gonna use this space to instantly transition to the turtle. Cambodia in control, Takami secures it, and a nice taunt from Uwe to keep Vival away as well. Brilliance comes out, does some poke damage. Earthen Rampart blocks them aside. Revitalize comes out as well. There's gonna be the Infernal Pursuit. Vival backs out, very low on HP. Cambodia coming out on top so far. They get the knock up into the rough ways. Damage is not quite there yet, but they'll finally finish off Mochi with the Phantom Execution. First blood over to Vival. Indonesia looking for a little bit more. No more Revitalize. They trade over to Alon in the mid lane. Nice stun from the Suyo, finishing off Vivian, actually flickers away. Cambodia dropping low, Indonesia still going for an AOG, a bit too late, away! Goes down, and Alon is traded as well.
So much of the overextension that was done by Team Cambodia to a point that Indonesia was just able to back things out. And the fact that we are seeing that Takami was just able to get the turtle, the retraction that was done by Indonesia to take it off was just fruitful. Not really much of the bargain can be done as the turtle has already been taken away, but still, they were able to back things out.
Yeah, I'm really impressed at how well Indonesia was juggling their players there. Oh, tech charge into 2! Into the rough boys, Alon explodes! And Uwe soon follows the Kadita combo from Indonesia.
Great composition coming off for the team of Indonesia. They keep on pressuring Cambodia to a point that right now, they keep on getting off guard.
Cannot count out Kadita in the hands of Cine here. This is literally one of their national heroes right now. And they were willing to ban out so many mid laners to set up for this position. The moment Vivian spotted the setup, just went straight in for the tectonic charge.
The fact that we are seeing that Cambodia slowly but surely getting slower and slower in their pace. They were supposed to slow down the movement of Indonesia. Ended up Indonesia have the upper hands. Now moving along, it's going to be the second turtle to be contested off. And so far, Indonesia has already had their own setup right here.
Yeah, it's a very different situation from before, where Indonesia are now clearly the ones in control of the turtle pit. Shell still playing it safe, sees Uwe. Tegami goes down to Cine! There's no jungler on Cambodia. They're still trying to engage, and Infernal Pursuit comes out. Vival gets the turtle, tech charge only lands on 2, but sets up for the Phantom Execution. Brilliance now being used, Revitalize as well. Cine comes in from the side, doesn't have the ultimate, but will still do some good poke damage as Vival sets up the kill on Alon and forces Cambodia back.
Great tectonic charge, great Zaman Force coming through to just hold off Team Cambodia. Neither of them were able to actually back off as safely as possible, leaving only one player to be taken out by Indonesia. Now, the Turret looking for a way for them to just break even more.
This Kadita is a signature pick for Cine. It's only pulled out by Indonesia when they feel like they need it, and this is a game where they are showing proper respect. Tegami being found randomly on the map and bursted instantly, guaranteed the turtle for Indonesia. And Cambodia probably shouldn't have tried contesting.
Not a good situation once you lost your own assassin jungler right now. And the fact that that is one of the things that Cambodia needs to take note. Rotation-wise, it really looks like Indonesia have them in their palm. And moving along as they try to actually defend it off. Team Cambodia, they need to actually figure out where they're gonna have open up a way for Indonesia to break those back line. But coming in with this Prosperate.
Oh, the grab. They caught Moshi on the rotation. Going in for the infernal pursuit. Tech charge can be used. Lands on two. AOG committed as well, trying to save their phobias. And Moshi is still alive. The Vivian has to flicker out. Barely escapes being sniped by the Suyo. Indonesia not able to find their pickoff.
Oh, such a sad situation. Just one more shot with that arrow. Didn't manage to land it to Fumieko and ended up now Cambodia having so much of the resources to be given out to Indonesia. They didn't even have anything up their name.
Now Cambodia transitioning to the top tower, trying to give a bit more space to Baobei. They get the knock up onto Ue, but that is a good thought. Revitalize comes out as well, so there'll be no damage done here. So Indonesia is able to keep their tier 1 alive.
They are pushing in, trying to make sure that be able to give a little bit of leeway to Baobei so that they can actually push that turret. But again, this is a lot of discipline coming up from Indonesia team, making sure that they be able to cover every ground, whether for the minion push in the mid lane as well as the top turret. But going into the box side, they are trying to invade the situation. Coming along, we do see that Team Cambodia doesn't want to go for contest, and Team Indonesia just backs off away. But Turtle will be in the hands of Indonesia.
Yeah, really good positioning once again from Team Indonesia. They're testing the waters, poking and prodding to see if they can contest the purple buff. But even if they don't get it, they're already setting up for the turtle instead. Moshi trying to engage here, but Indonesia is not giving them any space.
Yeah, and it seems that Mochi trying to find a target that maybe she can actually pull away, drag it, so that they can actually continue out with the follow-up. But here on out, Mochi overlooking to Sini as well as Shell. Backs away very quickly, but here on out, zags into Sini's side, but will be taken out and will be able to cover up with Fumieko on the side.
Now, a tech charge gonna be used, though. Elan gonna be the target once again at this Grok, but the Earthen Rampart actually blocks Vivian herself out of position, and Tegami not gonna let that go. A kill goes to Cambodia.
A little bit of overextension from the side of Vivian, but then again, it's not gonna be that much of the trade itself because it's just a little bit of small wins for the side of Cambodia itself. But then again, right here, Team Indonesia, they still have a great solid cover on the ground side of the turret from the middle as well as from the top, and the bottom has already been cleared out.
So far, Indonesia still playing classic Indonesia, playing traditional game and very disciplined in their approach. Cambodia has been doing a good job of responding, but they've already been put quite behind thanks to those initial aggressive rotations. Right now, they're gonna need to focus hard on making sure Baobei keeps scaling.
Let's see if they can be able to actually control it out, setting up, coming up right here at the bottom lane with Ue right in front. But now, coming in, Moshi will be able to drag just a little bit there.
Like a tech charge on the Baobei, the Ranger goes down, exploded, and the Rough Waves finds Ue as well. Moshi trying to buy time, Infernal Pursuit gonna finish off Vivian, but the backline has been dived, and Vival finds Elan. It's a mega kill for the Lancelot. Phoebe still trying to buy as much time as possible with Infernal Pursuit, but the grab, gonna pull the Phobias back. Tegami, the only survivor left on the side of Cambodia, and Indonesia not even gonna allow him to defend his tower.
The two players been traded off, but still, at what cost with 4 players already been shut down? Only Tegami to be surviving, and this is gonna be opening a lot of the turrets to be shut down even more by the Indonesia team. Great setup coming in with the AOG as well to just survive it out, but it's still not enough for them to sustain that damage that was done by Indonesia.
You can see Indonesia really starting to ramp up now. Vival is 4-0 on this Lancelot. It's largely gone unpunished because of the lack of direct CC on Cambodia. And they're gonna go in for the Rough Waves once again. Cambodia just can't get anywhere close. It's a free lord for Vival.
Free Lord, and again, so much of the potential that was done, this initiation that was already been put out by Indonesia. Sini comes along with the burst, as well as the fact that the Tectonic Charge was able to actually grab and stun most of the players from Cambodia. That's when they actually have a little bit of faltery coming through, but here on out, they're fighting off.
They're stoning them out again, not really trying to commit. Grab is possible, but Fumieko doesn't need to commit to it. The wall comes out. That's a dangerous angle for the tech charge, but it was possible. Vivian just decided not to do it because they already got the tier 2.
They're already done a lot of zoning out just to make sure that the Cambodia just backs off and they get turrets one after another. And coming in right now, they push in with the Tectonichas, doesn't get anyone but Mighty Swings.
Yeah, Vivian missed that completely, and now she's gonna get punished for it. Vivian goes down. Elan, though, gonna be blasted by Shell as the Diamond Force comes out. The rest of Cambodia being completely scattered. Baobei cannot get anywhere close to back up the rest of the team. Tegami gonna fall. It's an unstoppable streak for Vival on the landslide. Moshi gonna be grabbed once again by the glue, trying to survive as long as possible and actually doing a very good job of it, but will finally fall. Killing spree to Shell.
Just grabbing into Moshi, no matter how much he's tried to survive. That's a really good recognition coming in from the side of Team Cambodia, but then again, so much of the damage that was done by Indonesia. In the end, Cambodia just lost the one and only front line.
But it's still not the worst here. Cambodia have been able to hold on. They still have their DPSs alive, and they've actually managed to clear up most of the minion waves. So they will have all of their inhibitors still standing, but Indonesia, their farm is going up real fast.
The fact that right now they're trying to hold on that mid lane holy defense. They're already losing a lot of their lifelines right here as the Team Cambodia putting up early defense right here. Started out with a slide.
The charge misses this time. Good disengage from Cambodia. Nice knock-up as well. City gets locked down under the tower. Moshi goes in between drill pursuit. AOG cuts off the retreat as well. But Fumi Echo is holding up the backline, not allowing them to chase.
A great job coming off from Cambodia, at least able to actually steal away Cine in the midst of it all. But then again, by the time they were actually trying to zone out the top, the bottom lane will be still away by Vival at the motion. And this is where the fine line, the division that was done by Indonesia to divide the attention of Cambodia, they can actually just spread things around.
It is still possible to punish them. Got a really nice dark wave from Moshi there. 3 people hit under the tower with Cine being the one punished because she was the furthest forward. We're 12 minutes in. Goal lead is 7k in favor of Indonesia. And the scaling is still not too bad for Cambodia, actually.
Scaling-wise, I feel like Cambodia still have a really good setup to defend-wise and to actually respond to every single initiation that was done by Indonesia. But somehow, Indonesia, the discipline that they've already portrayed here, shows how much they know when to back off, when to actually retreat, to not overcommit itself. And here on out, trying to actually grab a little bit to the side of Moshi, trying to actually zone it out so that people will have the time to actually get the Lord.
The zoning is great. This is going to be free Lord again. Cambodia a bit too late to come, and now Moshi is out of position. Uwe going to try and back it off as well. Cambodia a bit scattered right now, and Indonesia trying to punish it. AOG used defensively, revitalize as well. Should get Baobei out of danger range, but Moshi not going to be quite as lucky. Grab on the Phobias once again. Locked down. Elan has to use the Brilliance, and Indonesia might continue chasing. Forces out the Flicker from the Lunox as well.
No, this is not a good situation as the Lord marshalling, and even the fact that right now they're already putting out a target right here for the mid lane as the pushing, the minion wave comes through. They know for a fact this is a way for them to just punish even more the situation of Cambodia.
Moshi is still dead for another 7 seconds. Wall comes out, forces the Flicker from Baobei, but is able to dodge away from Fumi Echo. Lord finally pushes in. Vival secures the tower up top. Zinni does take some poke damage. Uwe trying to hold and drag the Lord away. Zinni jumps in, misses the rough waves, but they get the tech charge, and Baobei goes down. It's a mega kill. It's a double kill for Shell. Diamond Force on the Harif going insane right now as the crowd grab locks down Moshi once again. It's a triple for Shell, and that advents the end of game number 1.